Because all these things help you to have a sense of accomplishment and the rest of it. The pursuit of power becomes very important. Number 6, because of the first 5, you end up caught in compromise. Because you are so addicted, you're so stressed, so married to money, we end up compromising our values easily to accomplish what we want to accomplish. Number 7, last thing, you are ruled by restlessness. At the end of the day, you are not rested, you are restless. You cannot sit still. You are restless. You are just constantly having to do something else. And it becomes a driven thing. You are no longer in control, but you lost it. Because you're not balancing, holding in tension the to be and the to do. Are you with me? I think it's so important, my friends, that we understand this. 2 more minutes, Ken? Just give one more question to answer and then we will take a break. Now tell me then, is it wrong, in the light of everything that we have shared, is it wrong then to have ambition? What do you think? Is it wrong to be ambitious? Clever sister. Always, yes and no. Let me put it this way. I think that ambition is neither right nor wrong. Ambition is simply a part of our nature, like hunger, desire, or passion. We all have hunger, right? We all experience desire, we all experience passion. But listen to this. Uncontrolled hunger becomes what? Gluttony. And that's wrong. Uncontrolled desire becomes addiction. That's wrong. Uncontrolled passion can become lust. And that's wrong. In the same way, uncontrolled ambition can become drivenness. If you have ambition, but it's not controlled, you can become driven. And that's not good. The Bible also talks about ambition, but it's always in the context, I've noticed, it's always in the context of godly desires. There's ambition, but it's always in the context of godly desires. Like 1 Thessalonians 4:11. Listen to this. Make it your ambition to lead a quiet life, mind your own business, work with your hands, just as we told you, so that your daily life may win the respect of outsiders. You see, there's outreach element there. Reconciliation. So that you will not be dependent on anybody. There is ambition, but it is linked to God. Linked to the agendas of God. Take like Philippians 3 verse 13. Paul has ambition. And this one thing I do, he says, forgetting what is behind, straining towards what is ahead, I press on towards the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. Now, then you take it, Romans 15 verse 20. Shall we read this together? It has always been my ambition to preach the gospel where Christ was not known, so that I would not be building on another man's foundation. Does Paul have ambition? Absolutely. But it is tied to a godly agenda. Again and again, when it comes to ambition, the focus is on 2 things. The what and the why. The what is this a right goal? Is this a right thing to do? The why is, why am I doing it? Is my motive pure? Is the goal right? Is my motive pure? So it is not wrong to have ambition. The question is this. Is your ambition self-centered or is it God-centered? Is your ambition one that is motivated by godly desires or is it personal gains? Is your ambition aligned to the purposes of God? Okay, I'm not saying you cannot be ambitious in your work, but make sure that the caller is involved in that call of yours. Don't divorce God from your work. And then I think ambition makes sense. If not, you are driven. Okay? Is that all right? Now, I think we have a lot to process. Have you ever been in situations like this? You sort of take an ABC thing. There is one circle is want to do. One circle is can do. One circle is have to do. Or should do. Should do. So in other words, this is my passion. This is my affinity. I have an affinity for this thing. This is my ability. I can do. This is my should do, my responsibility. Okay, this is my responsibility. Now, sometimes you find that we end up in, say, A. What happens if you are A? That means the thing that you are doing now is what you want to do. You got passion for it. It's what you can do also. Or you're in a situation where you see something, you want to do it, you can do it, but it's not your job. Ever been there? You know, sometimes I mentor a lot of pastors these days, and some of the younger pastors, they come to me and say, you know, I really want to preach, you know. I really want to preach. Sometimes I see my senior pastor preaching, I'm sitting down here, I'm listening to him preach, and I'm saying to myself, actually I can do better than that. Ever been there? You know, I want to do it, can do or not can, I can do better than him, but it's not my job. So they come to me and say, Benny, what do you think I should do? I will assess the situation. If they are new, you know, if they are just fresh to the ministry, I think sometimes God wants us to be in that kind of a position. Where then He trains us so that we don't demand to serve, but we wait to serve. We don't demand to do certain things, we wait for it. Even in the workplace, it's the same. You think you can do a better job in managing than your manager, but you wait for it because you're new. Sometimes I think God allows us to go through that so that He molds us. But if the guy has been there for a long time and he has shown his faithfulness, he's got a good spirit, then I might actually say to him, go and talk to your pastor. You are a square peg in a round hole. Ask the pastor whether you can take on some other responsibility. So it depends on where the person is. Sometimes we end up in B. Want to do, should do, but when you do, the time not very good. Ever been there? It's what I want to do. I got passion for it. I know I should do also, but when I do, my ability not there. No competence. So if that's the case, what should you do? I think you should go for equipping. I think you should train yourself. I think you should go and upgrade your skills. Because you already found the thing you want to do and what you should do. Get better at it. Okay, but if you are in C, then what happens is can do, should do, but no passion. Ever been there? I can do it. It's my job, but when I do, no fire. Then what do? Same principle apply. If you are in a new, then I think it could be that God placed you there so that you can learn and be molded. But if you have been there a long, long time, you know, you have shown your faithfulness and all that, maybe it's time to move on. You know, and I would assess it based on that. Our goal is finally we get to D, you know, which is destiny. When our to do, want to do, can do finds convergence. Wow, I tell you, you'll be the happiest person on the face of this earth. You no need to work anymore because everything is a hobby. It's a hobby. In a way, I feel like I'm in that place where the things I want to do is what I can do. It's also the thing is what I should do. So in a way, I'm feeling very satisfied at this point. At this point in my life, I feel like a D person. Huh? So think about that. Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir. One last question, huh? Yes. Yes and no. Yes, in the sense that I believe that when God redeemed us, He also wants to redeem the area of our work so that our work now can take on the biblical meaning and significance. But having said that, because we still live in a fallen world, creation has not been restored yet. And so we still toil, you know. Creation is not yet being restored. Until the sons of men are put right, creation is still groaning. That's what Romans 8 teaches. So until when Jesus comes back, things are being restored, the earth will also be restored. And then I think we will reach a place of true, total restoration.